SAP cuts 8,000 jobs. Delivery Hero lays off 13% of staff. Almost 6% of the German workforce are unemployed right now. That means 1 in every 17 working-age adults is unable to find a job. Germany's job market is cooked. And probably you are too. In this video, I'm gonna dig into why is it so hard to find a job in Germany right now and what you can do to increase your chances. I'm Tuyet and let's do it. To understand why the German job market feels so tough right now, we have to look at what has been happening inside the companies themselves. Since 2022, Germany has been dealing with a significant energy crisis. Following the reduction of gas supplies from Russia, electricity and heating costs skyrocketed, severely impacting energy-intensive industries. Manufacturing sectors, especially automotive and chemical industries, were hit hard. These are businesses that need a lot of energy to keep running. Suddenly, production in Germany became way more expensive than in other countries. For example, BASF, a chemical giant, moved parts of their production to places like China, where energy cost is cheaper. Smaller suppliers either downsized or shut down altogether. Then in late 2023, Germany officially entered a recession. Consumer spending dropped, exports slowed, and businesses got nervous. When companies can't predict what's coming, they stop hiring, or worse, they start cutting jobs. They call it restructuring, but for workers, that means unemployment. The automotive industry, Germany's economic backbone, wasn't spared either. In December 2024, Volkswagen announced plans to cut 35,000 jobs in Germany by 2030. Meanwhile, Bosch plans to cut up to 5,550 jobs. Continental is laying off 7,150 employees, and Porsche is downsizing by 3,900 positions. This isn't just about weak demand and high costs, it's also about global competition, especially from fast-moving Chinese EV companies like BYD and NIO. They're producing affordable, competitive electric vehicles that are putting pressure on German carmakers to catch up fast. Even startups are struggling. During the pandemic, the startup world saw a big boom. There was lots of excitement, tons of VC money, and companies were hiring fast. But in this new economic climate, investors are much more careful. They want results, not just growth projections. As a result, funding slowed down dramatically, and many startups had to downsize or shut down completely. That means fewer job openings, especially for international candidates. So even if a company looks stable from the outside, inside they might be quietly reducing headcounts, merging teams, or pausing new hires. This leads to slower hiring processes and increased competition for the limited available positions. Language is still one of the biggest barriers in the German job market. Even if your English is excellent, many jobs still require German. You see job listings with things like international team, English-speaking environment, but scroll down to the bottom, you see fluent German required. Some international companies still operate in a local context. Meetings, client calls, internal tools, or even coffee machine chatter. It often happens in German. And for the few English-speaking roles that do exist, competition is intense. You are not the only one trying to land the position. These jobs receive hundreds of applications from Germans, from EU citizens with no visa concerns, from candidates with fluent German and fluent English. So even if you are highly qualified, motivated, and experienced, you might still get filtered out early. And it's not about you being not good enough, it's just that the pool is too full and you are swimming in it with everyone else. This one is new but very real. AI isn't taking over the world yet, but it's changing how companies thinking about hiring. Tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, Notion AI, and GitHub Copilot are making it possible to increase productivity significantly, especially in areas like marketing, content and translation, tech and development. It doesn't mean that all jobs are gone overnight, but it does mean that many companies are hiring fewer people, especially for entry-level jobs. Before, a company might just hire a junior just to help with volume or repetitive tasks. Now they ask themselves, do we really need another person? Or can our existing team just use AI tools? So if you are early in your career, you are likely feel the shift already. Let's demand fewer job openings, more pressure to stand out or to upskill fast. And it's not your fault. The tools changed and the market is catching up. And here's the weirdest part about the German job market right now. Officially, Germany says it has a labor shortage. And that's true, but only in certain areas. Jobs like nursing, teaching, construction, and skilled trades are really struggling to find more workers. These are jobs that require fluent German, specific training or certifications, and most importantly, the physical presence on site. These are jobs where you simply can't skip the hands-on skills and direct contact. So Germany really needs more people here. For many of the jobs that many foreigners tend to apply for example, marketing, finance, administration, business roles, and IT, the job market looks completely different. These fields are overflowing with applicants. These jobs don't always require fluent German, often attract people with international background, and are seen as more comfortable or accessible, and therefore have more candidates competing for fewer positions. This mismatch makes the job market feel confusing and frustrating, especially if you're trying to figure out where you fit in. Let's say you get an offer, great! Then comes the paperwork. Some companies are reluctant to hire people outside the EU because dealing with the visas can be slow, complicated, and uncertain. It's not just about filling out forms, it's a long process involving immigration offices, document verification, and waiting times no one can fully predict. I live in Nuremberg where the process takes super long, and I know some people who waited for their work permit for up to 6 months. And because of that, some companies, especially small ones, actually prefer to hire someone who's already in Germany with the right work permit. It makes everything smarter, easier, and less risky for them. So while the talent is out there, the bureaucracy can be a big barrier. So how can you stand out and actually land a job in this tough market? It's not easy out there, but these 5 tips can boost your chances. Number 1. Networking. Referrals are common in Germany. Many jobs are filled through personal connections. So if you're not building your network, you could miss jobs that never get posted. Number 2. Leverage LinkedIn. It's not just a place to upload your CV. Use it to connect with recruiters for local companies or let people know that you are open to work. A few thoughtful posts or comments can make you more visible. Number 3. Tailor your CV. Don't send the same CV to every job. Match your experience to the role. Use the keywords from the job ad and make sure it's clear and easy to read, especially for HR and applicant tracking systems. Number 4. Be early or be different. The first wave of applicants usually receive the most attention. So if you are applying a bit late, try a bold headline, a video intro, or highlight something unique you bring to the table. Number 5. Try speculative applications. No job posting? No problem. Reach out anyway. Many companies hire when the right person comes along. I talk about these tips in more details in these 2 videos. Enjoy watching and good luck with your job search. If you find my content helpful, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next video.